your personal style is key to building self-confidence. And guess what? Scoring timeless pieces and slaying looks doesn't have to break the bank if you do it smarter. Wink. I had to say wink. Get ready to slay the house, boots down. RJ Geotina is here to share fashion tips, guide us through the hottest trends, and give our confidence a boost right here on Fit Check. Hello, RJ. Beautiful day to you. Welcome to the
morning.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, and being all bright and colorful on a Tuesday morning, diba? We were saying during our intro na they should watch out for his outfit because his outfit is amazing. I
Yeah.
love your top. But anyway, I am so intrigued by your title, The Image Engineer. You call yourself an image engineer. What does that mean?
Okay, so what do I really do is that I help professionals
Okay.
hit their personal or their business goals faster by just helping them discover their personal brand. Maybe what sets me apart is that it's not just about fixing what's on the exterior, but it's actually anchored in what's inside. So as a life coach, that's what I bring in. Maybe that's my different flavor. It's really drawing out what's great about you, you believing in it, holding true to it, and then just helping me put it on the outside.
It's so interesting because, well, you gave us your card a while ago, and
Yeah.
it just echoes what you just mentioned. The quote you have here is, "True makeovers begin from within." You say that is what separates you from the other stylists out there. And when you look at the helping people discover, siguro yung personal branding, yung style nila, how does that process work? Because it feels so personal in so many ways.
Well, actually, personal branding for me is very personal because it has to be rooted on who the person is.
Yeah.
It's not like a mask that you put on somebody. It's not a character that you put on. It's just really bringing out what's great about people and then helping you translate on the visuals. So maybe a lot of the initial process would be a lot of questioning, a lot of asking, and really identifying where do they see themselves in the next few years. Because what I do for them isn't just for the moment, but really what's something that they do on a daily basis and they carry on the next few years.
So you help people find their own personal
Personal brand,
style,
yes,
personal
personal
branding.
brand.
Pero trends come and go, and they're always changing. So how can you help someone start discovering
Yeah.
their own style?
And future-proof.
yeah.
Okay. First is that I always tell them, let's look at your closet first. Maybe because you will see a pattern there. People tend to gravitate certain things. If you see people, they have several colors of one thing. Diba?
Yeah.
Some people are also dressed up that way. Sometimes people shop that way. If you check your own closets, maybe we'll see, okay, you have that in several colors as well.
I have so many black.
So ganun. And then we
Matches your
start from
heart.
that. And then we slowly build on those. I don't believe in throwing out things because people tend to, but when you look at the wardrobe, they gravitated to those things kasi yun yung gusto nila, personal taste nila. It's just refining that taste and also adding a few pieces na can actually somehow make the look new to other people, na mga kaibigan na people will say, I've been seeing you wearing that for like so many years, but when you add a few things, parang it looks different naman na. So that's how I do it, building the wardrobe for what they have.
So it's not necessarily just buying or shopping for new things, right?
I don't really believe in unnecessary shopping.
Making your
din.
old stuff work, parang ganon ang style
Oddly,
mo.
no? Oo.
Yeah.
Oddly, because you know what works for you, but really educate. The goal really is not, or what I always tell my clients is that hindi mo na ako kailangan after my sessions because you would know how to dress yourself based on how you want to be perceived by people and based on how it helps you achieve your bigger goals in life. Sometimes nga kasi, people say na, by just changing the look, it enhances confidence, it enhances belief, it makes them more purposive on what they're doing because they feel good about themselves. And of course, it's not just on the outside, but it also begins from the inside. Even if I tell people, okay, you have to look this way today, pero people tend to forget if it's not anchored on who they are. Parang, as I mentioned a while ago, it's not like a mask that you put on, you put off. It's just an enhanced version of you that you want to show people right now.
So it's still your authentic self.
Yes,
Only
definitely.
styled.
Only style.
Yeah. Speaking of style, what are the styling mistakes that Filipinos make most
Okay.
often,
Yeah.
and how do you fix them?
Okay, first is that
Kinig kami ni Paolo.
No, I like you're so ready.
yes.
Yes.
Because I do. Well, my friends know it's kind of sometimes it's my pet peeve as well. Yung more is more is more is more is more.
So,
Okay.
keep
People
buying
tend,
stuff all the time?
when people pile on clothes on top of the other, parang, okay,
layers.
great, there's ruffles na, there's polka dots, there's print, there's a lot of things going. Tapos, maybe, tsaka yung mga outfits na nananalo sa touch the collar kasi lahat suot mo. So, yun is sa mga pet peeves ko, no?
Okay.
Simply because I always believe that when you dress up, sometimes, just like any movie, no? There's bida, there's also support roles. Pangit, tag 10 bagay, bida lahat. Parang you get lost. People get confused eh. So, ganun. So, another pet peeve would be footwear. I know that people, when people attend events, they dress up, they hire a makeup artist, sila kang gayak na gayak ng Pilipino. And then they wear the wrong shoes. Sabi ko, sayang naman the preparation that they went through. And no, really. Tapos, di ba they had their nails done pa and everything. And then when you look at the shoes, parang sayang.
off.
Parang off.
Okay. So the shoes talaga make and break a look.
Sometimes you don't, even wear a plain outfit, you wear great shoes. Okay na yun.
Are you worried? You want us to
Tatanggalan ko ng
check your
sapatos
shoes?
ngayon,
I actually looked at your shoes a while ago. Maybe that's my bad habit. When people say, you always look at shoes because I tend to remember
Oh my
people
God,
with
wait,
shoes.
sandali. Did you judge my shoes today? Bagay
Because I
naman siya
always
with my coat.
No, because people remember people. I tend to remember people by shoes.
Oh,
I work with
okay.
executives. I work with business owners. Sabi ko nga, when you go to business conferences, you see people will say, "Oh, you remember this girl? I met her. She's really good. What is she wearing? She's wearing black." Parang everyone's wearing black, but I always sometimes I told my client, "Oh, you can pull off naman pink shoes with your black suit." So she gets remembered, the girl in pink shoes.
Tingnan mo, nagtanggal na siya ng shoes.
This is the
Na-conscious
worst
siya.
time for me to not have researched you properly. Based on what's happening, and look, it's so interesting that you have these pet peeves of yours, right? And that you're trying to help people through them and trying to help identify it. But at the same time, when we talk about yung timeless, because some people feel that they're too trendy or they're trying so hard to stay to a certain thing.
The objective of my service isn't for you, yung napanood mo sa makeover show na, wow, dramatic, gano'n.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's everyday dressing eh. After my sessions with me, people will say, there's something different about you right now, but I just can't seem to put my finger in it. So, I mean, it's working. It's a gradual change that you ease yourself into. So, medyo kumukontra siya ng kaunti sa trends. Trends are great, but I always tell people na, maybe you add 1 or 2 pieces lang.
Okay.
And then you don't spend so much on it kasi trend din naman yan. Lilipas din yan.
Yeah. So how do you do a capsule wardrobe though?
Okay. My belief is a 3T3. So, apart from all your basics, which is meron kang whites, may blacks, may grays ka, meron kang 3 great tops, meron kang 3 great bottoms, medyo halo-halong pantalon or skirts, and then 3 great pairs of shoes.
Okay.
And then you can mix them around with all of your basics already. Dun lang. Kasi Filipinos naman, we tend to dress, we change every day eh.
Yeah.
Diba, we live in a tropical country. We cannot, if we wear something the whole day na we sweat through it. We don't want to, air dry it and then. So we really need something that, that's very doable. So we have a lot of basics. And I know a lot of friends, I myself have a lot of basics. But this is key pieces that you add.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meron ka lang something special today, something I feel pretty, something I feel sexy, gwapo ako today, patong ako ng ganito.
Oo. Or one colorful item on your overall look. It would be like a colorful bag.
Yeah. I
diba?
always say that.
Or a scarf.
If people would be really spending on something timeless, it'll be a bag and a pair of shoes. Medyo matagal siya bago lumipas, bago masira.
Yeah. At saka yung look, hindi nag-iiba masyado mabilis yung trends.
Yes. The problem with trends, this is my personal take on it lang naman. Some people might, get annoyed. But let's say you're wearing this fabulous colors, fabulous print, and people say, ang ganda sa'yo, you look good today, so you feel good. The next day, alam mo, bagay talaga sa'yo yan. The third day, wala na bang iba? It's too memorable.
Okay.
It's too memorable. So that, naalala ng tao. So I always say that 1 or 2 pieces you mix. It makes a mark, it's an accent, but people, it's not too memorable.
I
Hirap
understand,
ulit-ulitin.
Okay.
Especially we're talking about very capsule collections, capsule wardrobes.
Now, people say there's a big difference between wearing clothes and styling them.
Yes.
What's your take on that?
Okay, wearing is if you see something on online, you say, ay, bagay sa akin, you wear the whole thing head to foot. So I always say, you choose lang what's great about that and then you see what's in your closet, styling. So it's adding who you are to the mix.
Okay.
It's not off the runway. Syempre pag celebrity ka, usually it's different. That's a different thing. But we're talking about everyday people who is just discovering what's great about their bodies, what's great about the looks that they want, and doing it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Maybe what's great is that if you're able to consistently do it, and that is, people will tend to remember you. Mas mamarka ka.
Yeah, and we always talk about being remembered, some people are still worried about the trends, and can that even be predicted? Like the trends happening, like let's say next year, we're already
Yes, there's a lot of
2025.
forecast naman.
Yeah.
Well, the Philippines follows trends abroad anyway, the forecasts.
Yeah.
So, I always say, yeah, trends are great. If we're talking about trends for next year, for women, let me see, imagine, they say that with the billowy pants, MC Hammer pants are going to be back. So, questionable for some people not because hindi nila style, but maybe it doesn't fit their body well. So, trends are great, but you always check, ano ba talaga yung gusto ko?
If it fits you.
And ano ba talaga bagay sa katawan ko? And
Yeah.
people come in different size, shapes, and forms.
That's true. I wanted to ask, because we're talking about clothes, and when people think about branding, usually it's about yung physical look, right? But you argue that it starts deeper. Sabi mo nga, true makeovers begin from within, diba? So your identity, your values, your self-confidence as
actually.
well. So how do you help a client find their true, authentic self? Now,
Okay.
without falling into the mga molds. No?
Well,
Yeah.
really, the initial sessions will be just all about self-discovery. It's a lot of questions. I really help them map out.
Okay.
Where have you been? Where are you now? Where do you want to go to?
Okay.
That also includes speaking style. That also includes the environments that they work with. That also includes all the different roles that you do. Because people are not just, let's say, executives in an office. They're also parents. They're also a wife. They're also, maybe some are single, they're getting back to the dating scene. So all of those things I take into consideration and help
Okay.
them discover, okay, this is the path you're gonna going. Let's discover the great things about you. Which aspects of those would you want to use in these different roles? But still you, perhaps, maybe if you do a quick checklist, there's 10 great things about you. Which top 3 would you be using in this role? Which
Wow,
top 3? And
okay.
how do we translate that into the visuals?
Is there a question that you feel that you always ask that you feel really hits harder than most when you're trying to help people siguro go on that self-discovery journey?
Yeah, my favorite question would be, who are you now? Because you are an amalgamation of your past, your experiences, the professions you've done, your life's experiences, the ups and downs, the challenges, but also the success and the triumphs. And maybe because of all of that, this is who you are now. And always say that part of dressing is always celebrating who you are right now, regardless of what size, shape, and form you are there. So celebrate natin yan, and then let's push it up forward. Let's push it up there with a bit of styling. I always say it's just palamuti, what I do on top. But if it's not anchored on who you are, you tend to forget, di ba? Or you might be able to do it tomorrow, maybe until 1 week masustain mo. But the goal is to be able to sustain it in every aspect of your life. Even when you go to the grocery, are you more maayos, di ba? Cannot be in the office lang. Di ba? So, ganun. So that's what I do. I help people dress themselves based on their brand on a daily basis.
I'm curious. I wanted to ask. So you help someone find their branding. Have you had clients na asked you to undo their brand?
Usually, I haven't
Like
change.
change. Diba? Like meron ka ng particular
Yeah.
look. I want this whole image scrapped.
Well,
I want
someone
a new
does that
me.
because, well, of course, the core doesn't change.
Okay.
Meaning
Okay.
who you as a person doesn't
Yeah.
change. But maybe at this particular point in your life, you're pushing for something different. You're pushing for a bigger goal. One of the things that I work with is that, a powerful executives, women, at this point in life, na parang I've reached the penultimate of my career. Maybe it's a time that I'm still single at this point in my life. I'd love to go back into the dating scene. So how do we change that. The terms of the look, diba? You cannot be naman, in the office, you're dragon lady.
Yeah, you can't
you're
be
dragon
power-
boss.
You can't be
If you go
power
out, you're
dressing all the
dragon
time.
boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Parang, I don't think that's gonna be aligned with what you wanna do in your life at this point. Hindi naman change what's inside, but maybe let's just, tweak.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So let's bring this back to a bit of where we are right now, which is we're entering the holidays, and we're entering a period wherein we are all going to shop for other people.
Yay!
How would you advise for those trying to help out the ones they love subtly when it comes to yung style nila and
Okay.
all of that?
Start with small things.
Okay.
Small things. Maybe you'd love to give them a pair. Ang pinakamadali kasing ibigay is a small pair of earrings, small
Yeah.
jewelry, a nice watch. Yung ganun, subtle yun eh. Or a shirt that's easy to wear. Especially for guys. Guys are more not susceptible to, changing their usual look eh. So ganun, small things. That's what I say. If you're buying clothes for people, for Christmas, start with small things. A
Small
belt,
things.
di ba? A belt that's very practical, it's very useful.
Yeah.
Pero you pick something na feeling mo, well, something they'd wear. And they don't feel conscious about it.
What's
Okay.
your advice for people who tend to overspend, impulse buyers?
Oh my gosh, that's also my sakit eh. So, okay, so taking from my own advice.
Yes.
Okay, especially if you have a huge Christmas list.
Okay.
You really have to go make a list first. And then, may tiering yan, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi okay, immediate family, meron kang budget. So try to stick to that budget. Tapos pag office mates, budget dumadami or staff, di ba?
Yeah.
So medyo mas generic yan. So you try to first make a list, stick to that budget.
Okay.
So that you don't overspend, really. And as much as possible, I always say browse first. See what's out there, both online and in store. And then check against your budget. Can this work? Can this work? So yun.
Oh man, I am so excited for people who's gonna take your advice, especially with the budgeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasi di ba, lahat naman gusto mong bigyan eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? It's Christmas. We always want to be, show our abundance, but also share our blessings.
What do you say to people who want to change who they are come New Year? Because
New
some
look.
people,
New Year, new looks, di ba? Parang ganun.
and then they change their hair, they try to be someone else. Siguro they fall into this syndrome wherein they pretend to be who they want to
Okay.
be without being
So
themselves.
first, if it's a new year, dress as fun as you want. First, it's really celebration. Tapos ang isang taon, regardless of the journey, regardless of what's happened to you, there's so much reason to celebrate about life and about yourself. So first, dress as fun as you want.
Have fun.
Have fun. And then for the rest of the year, it's really being more intentional, making sure that how you dress yourself, how you want to be perceived by other people is intentional based on what you want to happen for you for that year. If 2026 is all about, sige, I want to be more out there for my profession. Okay, how you're dressing yourself, is it aligned with being out there, or are you still wearing all those dark colors na gusto mong introverted? Parang again, malayo doon sa gusto mong mangyari. So, be very, very intentional. If the internal is very clear na, okay, I'm gonna be out there, I'm gonna be more extroverted, maybe it's about time you add more color to your usual somber wardrobe.
Okay. I see
So
that.
whatever you want to exude, yun ang outfit mo dapat.
Yeah, you
That's-
start,
that's
yeah.
your
Because it
look.
helps that
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps also communicate what's inside
Right. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's so interesting.
keep
And
that in mind.
I wish we had more time.
I
In
know,
fact,
I have so many questions.
I wanted you to try to assess her branding, and then we'll build it from there. But
Tinignan niya ako talaga, sandali.
Sorry, bad habit.
ako
Force of habit
talaga.
because it's what I do professionally.
Tinignan mo ba yung shoes ko?
I took mine off, all right? I don't know. But anyway, look, my
Okay, go.
point is, I wish we had that. There it is, the shoes. So, the ballet flats. All right, no, I wish we had more time for us to really go through her wardrobe and her branding, but unfortunately, we don't have that time. But what we do have time for is a special question we love asking here.
Yes, our show is called Beautiful Day. So, RJ, what makes your day beautiful?
What makes it beautiful? It's waking up each day and celebrating another day of life.
I love that.
Slay. Thank you so much. RJ Geotina, for your fashion insights, for being here with us, for all the advice. And we will follow you on your socials, most def, and throw you questions our way whenever we go clothes shopping.
There's gonna be so many private DMs between the two of them. And like, what do you think of my, All right. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
We
you
really
for having
appreciate
me.
you.